Hi everyone and welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Nastya. I talk about languages, multilingual life, books, career and tech. If you're interested in any of those, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Today I wanted to talk to you specifically about French and learning French with TV series and movies. I want to share my personal perspective on that. I feel like it is a quite popular topic, or maybe that's just my perspective because I always tried to learn with TV series and movies and I had my struggles. So I just want to share why I think it is not as efficient as sometimes it is thought to be. And also I want to share some of my insights from my past, again, as a language learner, as a former language teacher, as a linguist, on how you can actually use TV series and movies to learn French in a more efficient way. Hope it makes sense. If you're interested, let's get started. Before we dive into any of the actionable stuff, I wanted to share my general perspective on learning languages, my learning philosophy, if you will. If you're not interested in any of that, feel free to use the timestamps below in the description to move to the next section and skip this one completely. To me, learning a foreign language, it's like a lifestyle choice. Consistency matters a lot when it comes to languages because I'm just gonna say the obvious, but you will not achieve fluency in a day, in a week, and even in a month. Sometimes it takes a lot more time. And to be able to stay consistent, the way I see a language learning process is that it is something that should be integrated into my lifestyle. Learning a language is also adapting your lifestyle, my lifestyle, to include some new things that's going to be my points of contact with the new language that I'm learning. And I'm going to say another thing that, well, I think is obvious to everyone by now, but watching TV series, movies, YouTube videos created in your targeted language is probably the easiest way to immerse yourself in that language, but also to start learning from the real life context and picking up on sounds, grammar structures, and new vocabulary. My approach to learning French with TV series and movies has always been changing and adapting to my current level, my goals, my needs, but there have always been two staples to my approach. First of them being the understanding that passively watching something is not going to take me far. Doing something is better than doing nothing, and passively watching something can still help you with some things that can be helpful. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit later in the video, but I always had this idea that I needed to engage with the language, with French, while I was also watching something to just make my progress come faster. And the second thing, I always had this idea that I needed a target for each practice, like choosing a goal, what I wanted to focus on. I am in general someone who's easily overwhelmed, and as a beginner, when I just started learning French, it was very overwhelming to start watching something because of so many unfamiliar words, grammar, pronunciation, like all at once. It was confusing, so I always preferred to choose a goal for a given practice, like I'm gonna watch to improve vocabulary, learn grammar, or improve my pronunciation. We're going to talk about how I use TV series to work on my pronunciation, improve my grammar, but really my main use case has always been building vocabulary. As I mentioned, watching something passively doesn't do much on its own, so I always try to make my practice a little bit more active. Back when I started learning French, I would have a notebook or a note on my phone for every TV series and movie that I was watching at the time. I would write down every unfamiliar word that I encountered, and I would try to capture a phrase or a sentence that the word was used, just so I can have some context. And also I would write down those words that I recognized passively, but I knew that I wasn't using actively in my speech or in writing. I would spend extra time to revise the vocabulary, build flashcards, and also making up my own sentences, sometimes just in my head, just so I can add some more personal context to this new vocabulary. I know it sounds like a lot of work, and honestly it was, but also it was super helpful. Fortunately, today we have options to make this process so much easier and more fun, and this is where today's sponsor, LingoPie, comes in. LingoPie feels like Netflix, but for language learners. I've been watching TV series in French through that platform, and I've really enjoyed their interactive subtitles. I love it how I can hover over a new word and see the translation immediately. I can also click and hear the word again and then add it to my word list immediately. LingoPie isn't just TV series and movies. It is a whole language learning platform that is built around different types of content. One of my favorite features on the platform is that they integrate spaced repetition. So the platform is going to remind me when I'm supposed to revise the vocabulary that I added to my word list. It's going to generate flashcards, quizzes, sentences. So the exercises there are really diverse, and this is what makes it fun. Another feature that I really loved testing is Say It. So you can basically hear any word or sentence pronounced again, and then the platform is gonna prompt you to say it out loud. It's gonna record you and give you some feedback. I think this is amazing for getting the pronunciation of new vocabulary right from the start, because it can really be confusing to read and pronounce things when you're a beginner in French. Recently, I've been watching Plan Cœur, the hookup plan, through LingoPie. It's a French comedy about a young woman in Paris navigating her adulthood, friendships, love, career. And just from this one show, I was able to add a dozen new words into my word list. And one of my favorite expressions that I learned from it is probably "je suis à la bourre au taf," which is a colloquial way of saying I'm late for work. Anyway, I am quite surprised with how much smoother, the whole process of learning French with movies becomes with this tool. It just basically does everything that I used to do manually, but so much faster. I know how confusing and overwhelming it can be to start watching something in French. As a beginner, there are just so many unfamiliar words, and pronunciation is different, and the grammar too. So it can really be overwhelming to start watching something. But this tool, with the ease of the translation, explanation, saving the word, it just lowers the barrier to enjoying TV series and movies in French. You can enjoy the show and still build new vocabulary. And I think this is what really matters for consistency, and consistency is what matters for your overall progress. If you'd like to try it out, check the special discount with the link at the top of the description down below. Learning new vocabulary with TV series is the most obvious thing. However, it's not the only one. You can also work on your grammar. The process for me here is quite similar. One of the main things, really paying attention when you watch TV series, paying attention to grammar forms, to conjugation, to different tenses, to also how words connect. If you've seen any of my videos, I don't even know how many times I said that context matters. Even in this video, in the section about vocabulary, I mentioned writing down words in context. So instead of capturing just a word, I would write down a whole phrase or a whole sentence. Why? Because a word is rarely used without any context. You need to know how to plug it in and use different prepositions and stuff. So when it comes to learning grammar, to me, step one is to start paying attention to what you hear or see, in the subtitles. Step two is to write down unfamiliar structures. And it is imperative that you write down a whole phrase or even a whole sentence. The more you can capture here, the better. And then I would plug it all into an app like Quizlet or Anki. So flashcards, again, I'm not done talking about flashcards. Today, I think we all have an amazing tool that can make this specific task of learning grammar so much easier for you, and it's called ChatGPT. You can use your sentences that you got while watching a TV series or a movie. You use them as part of your ChatGPT prompt, and you ask ChatGPT to generate grammar-specific exercises to test your understanding of whatever you have in those sentences. You can also ask ChatGPT to explain the grammar in those sentences just so you can start learning grammar rules based on the examples that you've got. So to me, really building vocabulary and improving your grammar are quite similar processes when it comes to doing it while watching something. The key difference is really the focus and the way you capture this information. These two processes are not very different from one another, again, because of how I see learning grammar. I know I am someone who needs to do 100 of similar exercises to finally get it, and possibly I also need multiple iterations. Like, I would never be able to just learn how to use, I don't know, le passé composé in French by just listening to something, or even to just taking one class, doing a lot of exercises, and I'm done. To me, when it comes to grammar, iterations are important, drills are important to me. Like, I really need to nabить руку. There is this expression in Russian, so hi to my Russian followers. So I really need to, do this multiple times, write it multiple times, and seeing it in context. That is where TV series and shows and movies are super helpful. Okay, enough with grammar and vocabulary. My favorite part, pronunciation. Maybe that's your favorite part too. The thing is, I've never used TV series for improving my pronunciation until recently. It is only after I actually learned all the sounds with a teacher, learned all the reading rules, that I actually started doing shadowing while watching or listening to something. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself because the very first thing that I wanted to mention is that there is actually a benefit in just being exposed to French without doing anything. So yes, learning passively can actually be helpful because it can help you pick up on some sounds, get a little bit more familiar with the melody of the language. So in general, it is a low-hanging fruit for you to start improving your pronunciation and your listening skills. The first thing that my phonetics teacher told me when I went to the linguistic school, if you were curious about it, I have a whole video about it, is that we should start listening to something in French every single day, like a radio or a YouTube video, whatever. The point was not to be engaged while listening, but just simply being exposed, and that in the long run, it's gonna be super helpful for your pronunciation. But also, as I already mentioned, you can start doing shadowing while watching something. I'm already advanced in French, so sometimes I'm able to listen to something and shadow simultaneously without stopping at all, but it's gonna be very hard for a beginner and in French and maybe an intermediate student, and it's going to be as productive. What is better is to stop every now and then, maybe every sentence or maybe even every phrase, to stop and repeat. You don't have to do this for the whole show. I would actually encourage to do this for a specific chunk of a show, and maybe even repeat the same chunk a couple of times. Ideally, someone who studied phonetics, in me, that part of my soul says that you should do transcription first. Transcribe everything, then read slowly, and then start gaining more speed. You only speed up when you feel comfortable pronouncing. That's another thing that I encourage everyone doing. I have a whole video on how to do shadowing efficiently, so if you're curious about that, you can watch that video. Doing shadowing with TV series and movies is just another way of content you can use for your shadowing practice, but all the principles that I lay down in that video are just basically applicable here. I'm just not going to repeat myself, and let's move forward. In this section, I want to talk about some things that I consider mistakes when learning French with TV series and movies, or just any language. And first of them being is watching passively all the time. So the key word here is all the time. I think it is great to be exposed to the language. That's something that I do. Back in the day, I would listen to French radio every morning while cooking breakfast, just listening, so doing nothing. But then I would also do a bunch of other exercises that were more engaging, just the ones that I mentioned, for building vocabulary, improving grammar. The passive practice would take 10-15% of the whole practice. Exposure and immersion are really amazing because they can help you build intuition for grammar, for vocabulary, even for sounds. And if you listen passively but still try to repeat some words, so you do this, really minimal shadowing, it can also help you with sounds. But just being exposed without engaging is not gonna teach you how to build sentences, how to use all of that in your active speech, in your everyday speech. It won't build a strong vocabulary unless you reinforce it. So my personal advice here is to combine both. Combine passive listening or watching, put something on the background, with active learning, like using LingoPie platform to watch something, but while also adding words to your vocabulary, practicing with flashcards on their platform. Whenever you watch something passively or actively, I truly think that native subtitles are a mistake. This is purely based on my experience and experience of my former students, but whenever I watch something with Russian subtitles, my brain locks in and all I can see and think about is this Russian subtitles. So all I do is reading and I stopped listening. Like there's no input that is coming through. My advice here is really start with the native subtitles right away, or also a very good middle ground is the hybrid approach. Have French subtitles with your native language subtitles side by side. And this is, by the way, also something that LingoPie provides, just so you know. But I really enjoyed their subtitles. The last thing that I wanted to mention here is that sometimes choosing a show or a movie that is above or below your level can also be a mistake. Well, in general, it is impossible to find native content that's gonna fit you as a beginner if you are a beginner, because this is not what native French speakers think about. Approaching native content is always a challenge, but there are things that you can do to, there are ways to choose, things to choose that are simpler. For example, if you're a beginner, by default, I always say to look for something simpler, something slower paced without any colloquial pronunciation or vocabulary. Oftentimes it's Disney movies and cartoons, or just any cartoons. One of my favorites is Le Petit Nicolas. There is a movie and there is a cartoon. People say that Tintin is quite good. I also recommend watching something that you're already familiar with, like maybe something that you watched in your native language already. I watched Les Visiteurs a couple of times in Russian. I don't know, that movie was popular back then. And I watched it multiple times and I kind of liked it. And then when I started learning French, I realized that was a French movie and I watched it in French pretty early in the day, and that was quite fun. And actually, yes, there were a lot of words that I did not understand. I could understand the movie only because I knew what the movie was about, but that was not the point. I was still able to pick up some words and enjoy. It was really empowering. Share your favorite movies and TV series in French down in the comment section. I would be curious. This is pretty much it. I don't know how many times I said TV series and movies in this video, but what can I do? That's the topic of the video. I hope you found it helpful and enjoyed it. If so, make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Leave your feedback in the comments and I will catch you in my next video. See you guys.